raising children today, you're doing so in the age of technology, and at some point you will probably get your child a smartphone. 90% of 11-year-olds own a smartphone, and the majority of under 13s have a social media profile. With children using social media so much more than we did, it can be hard to know how to keep your child safe online while allowing them to embrace the benefits of new technology. As parents or carers navigate these murky waters, here are some tips from experts on the do's and don'ts of supporting your children to develop healthy relationships with their phones and using social media. Tip number 1. Prepare well with teen-appropriate conversations before giving them a phone. Experts strongly advise adults to sit down and have a proper conversation with their child before handing them a phone, where ground rules are set and an agreement made. Some even negotiate a contract of phone use with their child, which both parties sign. This gives you an opportunity to protect your child and sets up good habits from the start. It is much harder to add restrictions or reduce screen time once a child has had their phone. As with all conversations with young teenagers, make this conversation collaborative. Teens respond far better when they're consulted and listened to rather than spoken down to. So ask them first, what do you think are the important safety rules? Brainstorm together and add your views. And agree to keep talking and try to find solutions to problems that will inevitably arise together. It can be a lonely place navigating the digital world alone. Tip number 2. Agree some clear rules. Parental limits are essential, but they will differ from family to family, so base them on your values and set boundaries together. Communicating those rules clearly is crucial, and feeling confident as the parent about their importance will help. Things to consider are time limits on phone use, clear rules for charging in a common area at night, and establishing the right to remove phones to give children a much-needed break. Many parents and carers insist on the right to check their child's phone. Think of it this way. You wouldn't leave your child unaccompanied in the real world, surrounded by strangers. Monitoring and supervision in a healthy way is important to protect your child from danger, particularly as they start out on this new life adventure. Tip number 3. Educate your child about basic safety rules. Families will have different values, but important safety rules might include showing respect when messaging, both to the person you're messaging and to those around you. Always assume any message you send could be made public and seen by many people, including older family members, even prospective employers. Don't respond to unknown messages or phone numbers, no matter what they say. Don't accept friend requests from unknown contacts. Always answer the phone when it's a parent or carer. Always ask permission before you take a video or photo of someone or share anything. Don't publicly embarrass people. Don't post someone's photo or video, especially an unflattering one, without their permission. Don't share private information or use location tracking services, and explain to your child why this is so important. You might need to explain how location tracking works. You may wish to include an agreement as to what will happen if your child breaks or loses their phone. Tip number 4. Model healthy mobile phone habits that you want your children to pick up. If you're suggesting moderation or tech-free times, you need to do the same. For example, if you agree no phones during meal times, that includes you. When you use your phone, it can help younger children understand why by describing what you're doing. For example, I'm going to look up the directions to the hotel. Make sure to excuse yourself if there is exceptional use where you have to interrupt a family moment to attend to your phone. Tip number 5. Keep phones out of the bedroom. Experts advise shutting everything off at night time, including phones and tablets, and keeping them charged elsewhere. This can be a hard battle with a teenager who finds it hard to separate from their friends and their friends who are on their phones. But if established from the start, it's much easier to enforce. Experts also advise tech-free time at least an hour before bedtime to calm the brain and reduce any blue light that keeps the brain awake. Bedtime routines are so helpful for falling asleep, so set a screen-free routine with your child, like reading or listening to podcasts, to help them settle in for the night. Tip number 6, reassure them that they can always talk to you. Research shows that young people are motivated to develop digital agency and want help, but they're often wary of asking for it, as adults can overreact or oversimplify the issues. So try to encourage open and honest conversations with your child and let them know they can come to you with any size problem. Assure them you will listen, that it's normal to mess up, and that it's important they talk to someone about content they see that's upsetting. Let them know you're there to work with them to find a solution to any problems. Tip number 7. Enable parental controls so your child needs to ask to download an app. Limits and boundaries are as important when it comes to social media as they are in life, so make sure you're in control. If your kids need to ask before acting, this gives you time to do the appropriate research and put safety measures in to protect them. Be aware, apps that appear harmless may give strangers access to your child's location and their personal details. By changing privacy settings, you can considerably improve the safety of many apps. Finally, tip number 8, stay strong and be kind. It's so easy to become confused and overwhelmed when it comes to online rules and safety. The online world is one our kids have grown up with, whereas we are often the ones playing catch-up. But try to keep up with how you can stay in charge of their social media to help them protect their safety and their mental health. And always be kind. Kids are working things out too. They have a lot to learn and they'll make mistakes. They need us alongside them in their online lives just as much as anything else. Thank you for taking the time to watch and good luck. If you'd like more information on smartphones and social media and where to go for help, please look elsewhere on the Nip in the Bud website, www.nipinthebud.org.